All right, looks like we're going. Let's double check. Doesn't, maybe no. Maybe no. Again, maybe no. I still see Hammy. Come on. There it goes. I'm not supported in this browser. Okay then. Is it working now? Now it's working. Good. Hello. We're just finishing up this last... Good morning, Jemima. I'm just finishing up this last set of writs on this one character, and then we'll get on my main and we'll do our thing. Sometimes I run out of time in the morning. Theoretically, I have work, but at 11:30 my time, it is a meeting. But my boss hasn't shown up in like 2 months. I'm still getting paid though, so there's that. I'm still working, I'm still getting paid, so I'm not going to complain that he's not having these stupid, pointless meetings. Maybe he finally realized they were stupid and pointless? I don't know. I did, a long time ago. A couple of years ago, I realized they were stupid and pointless. Everything that we do can be accomplished in a single email, and I see no point of actually getting together and having a meeting when you could do it all with an email. Mr. Daddy Death. Hello. So I'm probably not going to log at any point for work. I just don't see it happening. Other than that, we have a lot to do today, a lot to talk about. DDA has a bunch of announcements, some of which I understand, some of which I don't. Evil Bob, have you had experience with this, or are you just reflecting my actual experience? Because that is my actual experience. That's pretty funny. Oh, you have to do it's Ink Tuna again. He knows to do the exclamation point. You silly. Evil, you know, you're pretty damn funny sometimes. You make some really funny jokes. Alright, back to Big Me. So, as my husband likes to say. I don't know why he likes to say it that way, but he does. Ongoing things. Just because it's good to have someone reminding you. It is. It's Schrodinger's. It totally is Schrodinger's meeting. Okay. Today is the 10th. So, we have... This is for DDA. These are the ongoing contests for DDA. Inked Tuna is an Inked Tuna. All right, let's switch this up. These are all DDAs. So if you're on NA, Divine Design Alliance, I entered one for the first week, which isn't up here anymore. That one was light. So I entered my, like crystals and stuff. So I entered my Cold Harbor, which is a crystal kind of realm. And then the 13th, I just entered, not the 13th, the 20th. Appreciation and thankfulness. Who or what or who are you thankful for? That's my, my Temple to Grant, which isn't done, but it's to the point where if someone went and looked at it now, it wouldn't look stupid and unfinished. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have all the things I want it to have yet, but it's certainly better than it was. I would say. Celebrations and feasts. I might do my Thanksgiving one from last year for that one, because I don't think I ever submitted that to DDA. It's one of those things that I know I mentioned it before, but I keep this list. It's a ginormous list of everything that hold on. This. Okay. This is my master list. Aww. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you. Aww. That touches my heart. Thank you, Tuna. You're a sweetheart. So this is my master list. This is Housing's Finest, this is DDA, this is J Hart, this is BMW, and this is ETU, and this is Sonia's contest. So these are all the contests I've entered and what I've entered to each one. So for the the Thanksgiving one, have I done? No, I have not. I can change my Thanksgiving one to. Okay, I can work with this. I can make one for DDA. That's good. That is so sweet. You're a sweetheart. Then we have, the EU ones. The only one I know about for EU still is the time machine one. That's for the whole community, not just for Aetherius, but Aetherius is throwing it. So there's that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna get deep on you guys. Hey, Shinzi. One of my friends was just talking. Those of you who were perhaps like Garish in the channel, about how he's not a good friend to himself. That he doesn't really like himself either. And that really bothered me because he's a very likable, sweet human being. Maybe he's not perfect, but he's likable and he is sweet. And it made me really sad because it took me a long time. I'm very limited in a lot of ways. Physically, emotionally, mentally. And it took a long time for me to accept that I'm still a good person and I'm still worthwhile and I like me. I like me, even though I'm antisocial and I'm a problem child and I got my issues and I'm disabled and everything. I'm still a good person and I'm still a likable person, and it makes me so sad when I can't help someone else out of their hole. And it's not like he wants to be in that hole. It's that he has limiting circumstances, and it just kills me. I love him. He's a sweetheart. He's a good person. He's got a good soul. And I wish I could help him more. Maybe I'm a softie, and maybe I'm blind to manipulation. I don't think I am, but you never know. Right? It's hard to tell whether you're being manipulated or not. I can't imagine he is, though. But I am kind of a sucker for that kind of thing. See, I didn't think so either. I don't think so either, Garish. I think he's legit. It's part of the genuineness is part of why I enjoy spending time with him. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get across to him right now is that, he keeps applying to jobs in the area, but he can't get them. And because there's so many people applying. And what's worse is that, he doesn't have any, what's the word, transportation to get to go to places further away because he doesn't have the money for it. So it's like you're damned in every situation you can think of because of the fact that, it may be liberating, but he's not happy. He's not happy. I just know he's in a bad situation, and I know it's an awful time, and it's an awful, yeah, it's absolutely awful. My heart breaks, and I want him to. I mean, there was trouble with food recently, and I sent him a couple boxes of food. People shouldn't have to worry about food these days. Oh, okay, okay. And I sent him a whole bunch of oatmeal and tuna and peanut butter and some other stuff that, staples that can help get him through because of money situations. But it's like, I don't know how to help him get out of the actual rut in a way that actually would do him the most good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just really bummed. Gorak 60. By the way, sent via Mailer's Guild Mail, I can't get Mailer to work. I tried it yesterday. It wouldn't work for me. Hey, Chenspun, there you are. Hi. Missed you. Hope we're cool. It's a politics-free stream. I still adore you, and I hope you're still cool with me. I was really worried. What else was I saying? Oh, yesterday there was a whole meltdown because yesterday there was EHT stopped working. And people were really. Oh, I thought you were just really fucking pissed at me. Okay, Chenspun, I appreciate it. Mwah. We good. Oh, thank God. I was really, really worried. Arduine, thank you. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. So yesterday there was a meltdown because EHT stopped working. The reason why EHT stopped working was because Siri Instator, who does AGS, updated a library. He updated the libgps. So if you had downloaded libgps, suddenly EHT wasn't working for you anymore. And no one really understood what all was going on. That's been fixed this morning. I understand. And like I said to you, I would like to get more into that and research more on that. But I got to ask you some questions for clarification because I don't even know what country you're in. I apologize for that. I understood a lot of it, but just it's hard for me to do any research without knowing which country you're in. And I apologize for that. The other thing was, what was I saying? Tactical's on, so let's go to Morwa's Oasis. How's this sound? Magnifico. So yeah, this morning Cardi fixed it. So both the most recent version of libgps and EHT, you can download them both, and they should both be working right now. So if you download those from Minion, get everything up to date, it should all work now. Yesterday we went through a whole big hullabaloo about it, but it ended up working out. Wow. Whoa. Tactical. This is wild. You never cease to amaze me. Nifty. Hey, Corundum. So yeah. Okay, no problem. Understood. there is a weird aspect to this whole libGPS thing. I want to show you something bizarre. Um, if you look at my add-ons, you'll see there's a, where is it? Down in the libs. libGPS right there. See it? libGPS, right? Get this. When you go into either Minion or I'll show you what the weirdness is, because it really is kind of something that I think we should know. Hold on. I'll just move this over to display. This is kind of a weird thing that you should be aware of. So this is not a complete waste of time, I assure you. All right, so you see this? I just showed you the libGPS was in my list of add-ons that was activated. What do you not see here? This is my live add-ons. There's no libGPS. I know the answer to this, so you don't need to tell me, but I will explain it to you shortly. Then, if you go into my Minion and see what I have installed, you will also not see libGPS. Yet, being live, I'm able to show you I have libGPS, it's installed, and it's on, right? Well, it turns out that some of us, at a minimum me, have libGPS bundled into Harvest Map. I must have an old enough version of Harvest Map that it bundled libGPS and it no longer does. So if you're seeing that same problem, it's likely you have it bundled within another add-on. And what that means for me is that I wasn't going to update. I think I have a really old version of libGPS because of the fact it was bundled in something else. But I wasn't going to update until this whole issue was fixed. Now I'll probably get the standalone. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that's an ongoing issue. And I know we're not all very technical, so I wanted to, at very least, let people know. This is a really cool thing to do to House of the Silent Magnifico, which is otherwise usually pretty kind of dull in a lot of cases. But look at this fountain. Isn't that cool? You are most welcome. I try to stay on top of the news for you folks. I really do. There's so much going on, though. All right, so Housing's Finest Builders this month, their November 30th is Ruins is due. Wonder if this is Tactical's Ruins, even though they're not very ruined. You could throw some ruined things in here if you wanted to. They're beautiful. It's beautiful and clean and nice, though. 200 out of 400. There must be a limit set to some contest that Tactical's entering, because I don't know Tactical to ever go light on furnishings unless they have to. And that's a pretty even number, 200 out of 400. I'm curious to talk to them about this. I thought they were on, but I really like it. Good job. So I'll show you what I did to my I'll show you what I did to my house. Not the Moon Sugar. I'll show you what I did to not Strident. What the hell name is it? Stay Moist. I can never remember Stay Moist's name because it's such a random ass place. This is supposed to be ruins, and I kind of felt like it wasn't ruiny enough, so I added some ruins. Last night. I think there's contests that I don't know about, but for some odd reason I can't keep track of them. So what you'll see here is, because I didn't feel this was ruiny enough, even though it always was a ruin because of the fact that it had this it has these broken ass pieces of masonry, I guess. But I added a bunch of dirt. I added a bunch of broken rocks. What is that door? This door? It's the house. That's the door of the house. Like the legit door to Stay Moist. I just built everything around the actual Stay Moist house door. And then I added more rocks over here. So everything is a little bit more ruined looking. Thanks. And then the interior is the same. I didn't change anything in here. So this is already kind of ruined, but, and this is it without EHT. Still got the lighting. Still got the coloring. The only difference is the floor. Thanks. The floor is the only real difference. Happy birthday, Azalea! Happy birthday to you. You live in a shoe. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one too. I kid. I'm being a jerk. Don't mind me. You've all seen my Cold Harbor. That's my... Yes, it is Uncle Shale. It is his home. The purple, the yellow, the butterflies, you know, all Sheo stuff. Switch filters, you got it. Let's see, I added a few new ones, but Ula's not on yet, so I won't do the really different ones. Let's see. Nah. I'll do the chain. Oh, in my world, when I was growing up, it was like, you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Oh, all right. So the next one we'll do. This one changed a lot, guys, and it's not done, but it's entered. So I'm gonna get on it. But I worked on this a lot last night because it finally came to me what I wanted to do. And it's too bad Maldarin's not on, because I would have pointed out the inspiration from Maldarin. It's not perfect. I realize that. Some parts of it are probably going to change. But this is the finished kitty. As you can see, it has all of the kitty, the flowers that we talked about yesterday. I did them all, and I put them back. So those are all cabbage flowers, and then the wedding flowers interspersed, and I think it came out really good. So thank you guys for helping me decide which to go with. I think it came out. It might. Then I built this arched way. Just use sticking? Yes. Chinsput. Okay. Then this is this archway was basically based on Maldarin's. That's a little too bright, and I'll explain why in a minute. But what you'll see here is because of the fact that all of us like to have, I think most of us anyway, like to have actual foundations to things, so they're not just sticking out in the middle of nowhere. So I actually put rocks and built these things into a foundation that can go. So those things actually, it's just it's a viewing platform, and then these are some stairs that come off of it. But I think what I'm going to do with the stairs is actually curve them so they don't look so stupid. But is it buffering? Let me see if I can fix that. Anything better? I'm closing out everything I can. Crap! Maybe it's the filter too. I'll try to go to do a lighter filter. Is this better? This filter is probably a little easier on the computer. There will be more lighting here, but there's a reason why I didn't put a ton of lighting in. So here's the walkway. Definitely need more lighting. But if you take a good look, I hid candles. Those are Faith, RK, Grave Watcher. And then there's little seats. It's weird. You kind of have to see it both at night and in daytime to really get a sense of what's going on. But there's sparkly water. Yeah, that's gonna have to get worked on. I don't like how that looks. It's not smooth enough. This makes that too bright. So if I turn that off, yeah, I put a foundation in it. But if you turn off that extra light, it's a lot less blinding to look at. Thank you. It's still blinding, right? But it's less blinding with the moon fountain thingy off. Thanks. But yeah, again, thank you. If this was buffered, I want you all to know thank you for helping me decide on the flowers for the kitty, because it came out perfect, I think. And then we go up here. Thank you. And then here we have the cat, the ghost cat. And then here's the book I wrote. It's not done. There's still some things that I want to do, but it'll explain the thankfulness angle, because this is my entry for thankfulness. Okay, I'll read this to you. In memory of Grant. He came to us thrown away by previous owners with a wound on his mouth and a scared heart. We healed him and loved him assuredly more than anyone else ever had. He never left my side for long. He would place his paw in my hand and hold hands, especially towards the end. He never pulled away. He was the gentlest, sweetest, most amazing creature I've known. He fought his heart condition for an entire year more than was predicted, and I'm sure it was because he didn't want to leave as much as we didn't want him to leave. I'm thankful for having this amazing being in my life, though for less than I wanted, and pray I'll see him again one day. I will never, ever forget Grant. He lives in my heart, and I miss him terribly. But I'm also incredibly thankful for ever knowing him. Beloved Grant, I will never forget you. You will always live in my heart, and thank you for being my boy. So, that's what this meaning is. And that's why, even though it's not like my best build I've ever made or anything, it's got meaning. There's reasons, you know? It's got meaning. So I'm happy-ish. It needs more lighting. Like back here could use some lanterns hanging. This stairway has to be better. I need 2 more supports here. Thank you. So let's start looking at houses, shall we? Other than mine. Oh yeah, I was sobbing. I was sobbing yesterday. My husband's just like, did this make you feel better? And I said, I'm not sure. Truth be told, I don't think so. I don't think it made me feel better. I think it made me feel worse. But I feel like it had to be done. Like I had to do it even though It was not. It didn't make me feel better. It made me feel worse. Thank you. He was my boy. Gorak 60 Grand Sijic. I may have seen this. It was. I think we saw this, but we'll pop over. Yes, it is. It is fixed. You just need to update EHT. Today they fixed the conflict with libgps. Yeah, yesterday Siri updated libgps, which EHT relies upon, and it was conflicting. So you can get both updates now. I apologize. Let me check to see how long that delay is. Not too bad. It looks time on. I mean, it looks right to me. Maybe it was really bad. Okay. So this is Gorak 60, and I could swear, I'm pretty sure we were here 4 weeks ago, but I just want to, we were. You know what? I just realized this is the one with the, with those lights. The big cube that looks like the Borg thing. We'll just pop back there real quick so I can show you. And then we'll move on. This. Because this was the, this is their entry for lights. It's quite beautiful. Alright. Then we have Calarax, Lynchel. Have I been to Calarax's Lynchel? No. Well, 6 months ago. I'm sure it's been changed since then. That's odd. The on-screen one or the one that Twitter does or Twitch does? So this one is Light the Way. I'm seeing them go through on live. That's weird. What do you see us say? Ollykins. Yeah, but they drop everywhere. Seems like it's just shy of a minute, unless the chat on stream isn't delayed, but the stream itself isn't. Task message appeared. I'm seeing them on screen. Well, the on-screen one is different than Twitch's, because the on-screen one is done through a separate app, so maybe it has more steps to go through. Again? I looked at everything. I don't know what else it could be other than maybe it's something. Steam, maybe? I don't know. So what this looks like to me, if this is even viewable, is that this is like a very... Oh, shit. You know what? I'll turn off the snap camera. That'll help somewhat. And then there's just no filters. And you'll quit. We'll be fine with it. We'll change it to this. There. That's me. Well, I mean, if it's... Hopefully it helps a little bit. Even if it is Twitch. On this, I'm seeing a very serene and beautiful... Actually... This may be the first one I've... this may be the first one I've ever seen use actual grapevine looking grapes. Like, these sticks are very much like grape bowers. I think that's much more realistic than just my stuff that I've done. That looks really good. I feel like I've been in here. I feel like I've taken a picture of that. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I do think that it's obviously been changed with a lot more blue crystals and blue lights. And we have, this is clearly a jacuzzi. And then over here is a little bridge. Oh my goodness, I think we have a whole sculpture here. Check that out. That is bright. Did you see the new beehives? I don't know if we can buy them yet, but the new beehives in the Reach are gorgeous. I hope that we can buy them eventually. That would be really cool. I bet you this looks really good from up above. Oh, we're even crystal in here. You know, I think that the crystal theme really ties this place together. I know I've seen it before, but I don't remember it looking like this. So I think that the additional theme, like a sub-theme of crystal, really, really works for this. What, lintel in general, or this particular lintel? Oh, look at all the kitties. Cute kitties doing things. Breaking shit. Of course it's a valid reason. We're all allowed to have our opinions about what we like and don't like. Look at the floaty tree. floaty tree. Magical floaty tree. And there you go, this beautiful crystalline view. I missed the giant red thing over there. I saw the rest of it. I didn't realize there was a giant red thing at top. How do I get this all in a screenshot? I don't know that I can. Without ruining it? That might work. Interesting. All right. What was next? Hot Ecole Riders Ordinary. I guess I have not been there. I will be right back. Okay, this is, I'm gonna murder the name, but Hot Ecole Writer, who, by the way, got me through my cat dying, as they are, or were, I think they're retired, a vet, and that was really appreciated for their additional input. So we have Light the Way, all these beautiful, this is like one of those like peaceful areas where the trees like create an entire arbor above you. You might hear some things. There's some military planes taken off all day today. They're quite loud. Not sure if that's what that is. It is pretty. Oh, wow. Look at this little glade. Well, I said you might. I'm not sure that you will. I can hear them, but, you know, sometimes you guys can't hear What a beautiful glade. They've got the lady tree. Oh, this is stunning. I love this. Look at how beautiful this is. Gorgeous. What's even more interesting is that if you go off of the path, back to the path rather, there was a spot where you can see it clearly. There was like a view through the, like right here, see? This is Gornier. So it's like you're walking along in this kind of, you know, orangey normal light, firelight, and then you look to your right and there's this glade you can see. It's really interesting the way they did that so that you see it and you can take a little side cut there. I think that looks really good. It makes it very interesting. But just as a regular design even, this is pretty stunning. Oh, they even did stuff up there. Let's go look. Where do we get up from? I believe we get up from the glade. Maybe not. I'm a little lost now. Gonorrhea Estate. You are a terrible person and it's hilarious. I love it. Well, this isn't it. That's blocked off. Is there a hidden stairway? Is there a sneaky sneaky? Damn you! How do I get to the sneaky sneaky? Yay! They built a way up to the sneaky sneaky. Oh, pretty. Ooh, ooh, very pretty. Gorgeous. Mm. You know what's funny? You've got all this light and movement and water and detail and everything. Yet, this balances it out for me. Like, it makes the room even. And the reason why is because the candlelight over the leaves is just as, it's like mesmerizing enough to balance everything else out. I don't know. That's just me. I have a weird thing. I don't know. That's just me being weird. What? I don't understand this. Is this the feast? Well, I see grapes dangling, and there is a fox. There's lightning in it, too. Ah! I fell off. I mean, it must be, right? But I don't understand it. Isn't there a faster way for me to get around than to just run? I guess not. This house is so big. I don't get it. I'm thinking it must be a feast thing because there's 4 horns on the bottom. All of them have food coming out of them. And then there's storm crags up there. I'm guessing it's just a feast. Or not just, but I'm guessing that's the intent of it, is a feast. Because they're, yeah, all the horns have food in them, either grapes or something else. So perhaps this is the Thanksgiving feast for maybe a Bosmer or something. I don't know. Yeah, it definitely looks cool. Three Alina's Coven? I think we saw that recently. Yeah, 6 days ago. I'll just pop my head in so you guys can remember. It is gorgeous, definitely. Yeah, that's true. I may be reading too much into it. I have that ability. Go away. Alright, so this was the one that 3 Alina entered. I just wanted to give us all a little reminder of what it looked like because this is also the same contest. So we saw this the other day. Thank you for the follow so much. So then the next contest entry was Chrysaea Observatory Prior. We'll leave that one for last. We'll do Shark Toes Amaya. I don't know Shark Toes. I don't think. Shark Toes. No. This will be a visit to a new person that I've never seen their work. Unless they just recently changed their name. And then again, this is the Crystal Light the Way contest for DDA. Well, somebody did a cave. Oh, wow. This is wild. What's going on in here? What is going on? Well, it's definitely a cave. And this thing got destroyed a long time ago because there's plants growing out of it. We've got crystals and mushrooms. Oh, I found a sneaky. And over the water, even more crystals. There's a crystal cave with mushrooms growing. Very interesting. I've seen a couple of mushroom crystal caves. They're all gorgeous. I haven't seen one that I didn't think was fantastic. Look at all those glowies and mushrooms growing out of that one log. All right, let's go up first and then we'll go in. What is this? Prayer section. I like lit staircases, by the way. Candlelit staircases have a great effect. Plus, they tell you where to go. So we've got a hist up here. Aw. Oh, that's pretty. Nice little spot there. Little nook hidden. Okay, let's see what's inside. I think. Oh wait, there's a whole nother outside portion. Other. I always say whole nother. I don't know why I say whole nother when it's whole other. Lazy speech, I suppose. Interesting groupings of items. You know, have you noticed it's like you got a group over here, you've got a group over here, you've got a group over here, group over here. Who is that? Oh, that's that unknown lady in the sewers. This explains why Phaedra's out here, because it's almost archaeological. Yeah, it is. Oh, wow. We got all of these planters. Hello. This could be a ruin. Oh, wow, look, it's almost like a painting. That's some beautiful art. Gorgeous. This is wild. I think, was it shark toes? Somebody was asking in DDA yesterday if someone could preview their home because they wanted everyone's opinions, but everybody, I don't know if anyone ever went. I know Ali Toop said she would. I just can't remember. I was in the midst of doing something, so I couldn't, but the waterfall looks fantastic too. This is really lovely. It's quite beautiful. Good job, Shark Toes. Looking forward to seeing more. Jays and Jelly, Grand Sijic. And then we'll do mine last. Real quick, because you've seen it. Potato! 6 months ago. We can go back. Poke our head in. Oh, yeah, that could be a window things are growing through. Not just a piece of art, like growing on the wall, but, you know, I kind of want a succulent plant in a frame on the wall, so I guess that's where my head went. All right. This is Jays and Jelly. And wow, those are bright. I give away 50,000 gold daily, pcna, pceu. One or the other. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Owl blind, owl blind, owl blind. Okay, they did close off everything with hedges. Excuse me while we run past the blindness. Hold on a second, I gotta tell somebody something. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is this a why are there... What the... So there's a node over that one. We're being scanned in by the guard. Is this a disco? I don't remember this like this. He must have changed it, like, significantly. Yeah, those are speakers. Yeah, and then this is the DJ table. And yet again, it's another one that's completely different from all the others that I've seen. None. Zero. No EHD. I can tell you what the effects are if you'd like. Hello. 90% of it is what you're seeing here are, well, they refloored the floor, but they also used the Nimbus. And then up here, you can see there's green lights hidden because you can see the glow. And the azure light that looks like you're underwater, that's up there too. You can see that hidden. There's some blue, you can see the yellow. They used, not the Varla, the other stones. Varla and Kalanda stones. They use Kalanda stones. You can see them kind of hidden in there too. Plus, the coral has a little bit of its own ambient light. Look at the look at the booze. Oh, this must be the VIP section. The nodes are a really interesting addition. I feel like they do really fit like a modern kind of place that would have this stuff. I could see, oh, and we also have hectahanes. That's another ambient light in here. They buried them in, at very least, they buried them into the poles here. They probably use them in other places as well. Sitting issues? Sitting issues. Where? Huh? I may. Is this beer pong? I believe this is beer pong, isn't it? I think this is beer pong. Oh, yeah. I did, in that when you sit, you can't fully go into first person. Yeah, you have to kind of stay in third person. It doesn't let you pop all the way into first person. That's the only problem that I've had with it, with sitting. That's funny. Good beer pong. And then this must be cups, right? Is this cups or is this also beer pong? I don't know. I don't know games. Oh, axe throwing. Funny. I've never played it either. Here's some more axes in case you want some. Beer pong? I haven't seen it in housing either. I've seen cups before. Oh. In fact, I've seen cups in game, which is kind of wild, but like the game itself did it, has cups. I want to say in Craglorn, there's a game of cups. And somebody gets pissed and kills the other person. Here it is. This is actually the game. Hold on. Hell with it. I'll just move this over here. And that's actually in the game. This is Reaper's March. So you've got cups, a timer, and then you've got the guy over here laid down with a dagger in him, and he's on the side that won. So this is actually part of the game. They actually had cups. If you find this Easter egg, it's a lot of fun. It made me laugh. Hello. I've seen a lot of games, party games, but I think that might be the first one that's... We've got... Hello! I've got pool tables out the wazoo. We've got D&D. We got Dance Dance Revolution. Bowling. I saw that. I believe these are slot machines. This is darts. Words are hard. This is some sort of craps, I want to say. I believe this is, what's the one with the spinny? What's the spinny one? Gambling game. Roulette? Is that what it is? Okay. Target throwing. Another DDA. I mean, another D&D, not DDA. I also think this may be roulette. I'm not positive. Some sort of video game, I think. Bowling. I just love this. This is C code. It's just a little kid's fort. I put it in here because toys and games I put together. And then you've got more darts. This is D&D as also. Chess. Look at the little twain. Another targets. People doing a lot of that kind of thing. Another target. Another roulette. Oh, these are the little boats. These toys are little boats. This is by 6, who I love. It's a little toys here. Another one by 6. It's so cute. This one's by Azalea. She made a little twain. Yeah, it is just a quick slideshow. I'm just showing you the ones that I've been saving up of games and stuff. People are always ask me, how do you make a pool table? Well, I have 80 bajillion different ways to show you. This one is a, what do you call it? With the marbles. Words are hard. This is skee ball. Pinball. Thank you, Azalea. More D&D. And here's another train. And I think we're back to the beginning. I have not yet moved any of Jemima's stuff in yet. I have them unsorted. So we will be adding more to that list. But for the moment, that's the collection. So it's not done yet, but I just thought you guys might want to see all the party type stuff. I keep it separate. So if you ever want to know how to make something, chances are I have an example. But as you can see, that is the first beer pong we've had. Move that Jemima stuff. I'll move you. Are you streaming? How are you doing this when you're streaming, mister? I love me some Hammy. Because he's not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. I'll allow it. There you go. Go follow Hammy. Hammy's amazing. So, one of the most genuine, kindest, sweetest person. Is someone streaming a stream other than me? I bet you that you could do that. Don't people kind of do that when they do the, when they joint stream? Right? Why is it, Hammy, that every time you're here we get a disco? It's really bizarre. I don't think I can go any further. So, Ham, I want your expert opinion on this. Because you know things. This is clearly beer pong, right? We're all in agreement that this is beer pong, right? Is this also beer pong or is this cups? Because I don't know. Being someone who has no experience with such things. Oh, you're such a butt. This is cups, you think? And this is beer pong. I'm pretty sure this is beer pong, but I don't know about this one. This is the one I don't know about. Everybody follow Hammy. He is truly an amazing human. One of my favorite people. Real quick, I'll show you my Cold Harbor. This is my entry. Yeah, you too. Wait, Cups is a drinking game? I thought Cups was just a silly game that people do and sing songs to. If you're Anna Kendrick, I didn't realize that it was a drinking game. Alright, let this load for a second. This is, I know I've shown it a bunch of times, but this is in fact my entry, and I've never entered it into DDA before. So this is Meridia's Colored Runes. Now you'll notice there's a lot of crystals, there's a lot of lights. So that was my, you can? That was my idea here with that. But when you get to the end, you have Meridia, and Meridia is clearly a light. I mean, that's what her whole deal is, right? Lights. When you get to the end, and there's Meridia. Thank you so much for the follow, Albert. So there you go. This is my entry for light. Clearly not as good as some of the other entries, but there's Meridia for ya. The next thing. Shit, man. I would live in any of Chen Spun's homes. Thank you. The next one's coming up. We just did the Light the Way. Thank you. Hope, deadline the 16th. Thankfulness is my kitty one. Celebrations and Feasts is the 30th. I just want to show... Hammy, are you still here? I want to show you something. Last night, I was in your stream, and you were... I don't remember what you were playing, but you asked me what I was doing, and I said I was finishing my house. This is the house I was working on while I was watching your stream. Hopefully it's a little bit more daytime, because the nighttime is it's a little bit hard to see what all's going on. Nope, still nighttime. This is my tribute to my cat. I'll make it very quick. I won't read the book even. But I was working on that, putting that up, and then making this viewing platform. And then I was finishing up the rest of this. So this is all what I was working on yesterday while I was watching you. And that's it. And that's my kitty. And this is a book about him that you can read. So that's what I was doing. More work to be done, but it's getting there. So I do appreciate you with your inspiration. Whether you know it or not, you inspire me. All right, real quick, DDA also put some more information out. Ah, gosh. Hold on. I don't know where she put it. Probably in challenges and event announcements. I know she put it somewhere today. Maybe in the news? Okay. Announcing December's theme. Memories, magic, and merriment. Delicia! Hello, sweetie. Week 1, fairies. Week 2, deck the halls. Week 3, reflections, memories. Week 4 is festivities and festivals. Carousels, carnivals, music and masquerade balls, the clock counting down, etc. I think some of the things that I showed you guys might really help with that. If that's what you, I know Albert Guiso was asking me to go see their house. I actually have it on a note in front of me. So let's go, well, now that they're on, visit their home. Those are all for DDA, so Divine Design Alliance. I can speak, really, I can, on NA. You should join them if you can on NA. You asked me to, I have a note. It's poorly written, but I have it somewhere. And people wonder why I forget things. Oh goodness, I don't know. I can ask. Shit, you're right. I don't think that Danger Lucy has. I'll throw her a message. I'm actually an officer there, so. But see, what you have to understand is that we just changed leadership from Woobin over to Danger Lucy, so I'm sure some things have been falling through the cracks in the time being. So already I'm seeing some. Look at these colors, people. We've got, oh wow, so much color. We've got the blue, the red, the white, the green, the purple, everything. It's orange even. Firelight. You also did something I really like. You changed this into a chandelier by putting the plants in it. I've seen like now 3 people doing this, like turning that. Yeah, and Albert Guiso is in the channel. This is theirs home. They're on right now in the channel with us. And this is really interesting. The colors are fantastic. Yeah, it does. And I like, even the carpet pulls, do you notice how the carpet pulls the colors up? Look at the fact that the gold matches the gold. Blue, there's blue everywhere. And then the reds follow the reds. You really paid attention to colors. You really did. I also like the fact that you built up, making it far more interesting than it normally would be just flat. It does. The carpet does bring the room together, Hammy. Hammy, I love you. You make me so happy. That's why I'm always there watching. I knew it was Lebowski. But I can still love you for mentioning it. Jerk. I totally knew where it came from. Or are you saying, wrong, Lebowski? Look at that. Okay, so hanging trees from the roof is always a good idea. Most of the time, though, when I see people hanging trees from the roof, they use the ginkgo because the ginkgo drops petals. But I don't have a dick, Mr. Hamster. I mean, even if the quote was good, I don't have a dick. Sorry. Last I checked anyway. They used a different color tree here. That's beautiful. And I love the hanging wind chimes. Although in real life, I hate wind chimes. Ooh, Hammy? Hammy's hilarious. Yes, the water pattern is the azure light. Yeah, it's beautifully done. Which, oh, look at that. Nicely done, too. Chopping up wood. I don't know. I don't see Tithis doing the chopping. Is this like stages of the life of a Khajiit, or is this just showing what a Khajiit's life would be like? I'm curious to know if it's like... I always love knowing the inspiration behind something. Gives it so much more meaning. It's beautiful. You know, it probably isn't, but the way that you laid this reminds me of Joan and Jode. The way the two moons. I mean, that's so... If you did do that intentionally, you're a fucking genius. If you did it subliminally, you're still a fucking genius. Because that's what I see here. I see Joan and Jode when I'm looking at it. Beautiful. Let's go check out the next section. I don't know how you could possibly fill out the rest of these sections the way that you did all of this front room, but it looks amazing, like you almost, like you have. We've got temples. Hey, kitty, don't run me over. Ah! He stopped just in time. Car accident. Big feast. Bread, fishies, all sorts of things. But look at the great use of the nimbus. Now, a lot of times people just throw the nimbus into things, but I think the way that you used it as a silhouetting device actually works really, really well. Check that out. That's something to keep in mind, folks, is that the nimbus is a great backlight for silhouetting. If you want. It really works for that. Also, the really good hangings here. And a dead cat, which I will be shocked if you have anything in your dead cat. No, you don't. I can't even click it. Sadness. Sadness. That's a me thing. Don't worry about it. I just like checking all the dead cats to see if they actually have anything in them, because you can hide things in the dead cats. And I have a sick sense of humor. Ooh, I'm jealous. I want that. And you sleep out here. Ah! Wait. Oh. Huh? Okay, so that's just a way to stop people from falling off. Fair enough. I do too. It's beautiful. Especially for someone who just comes in and like, hey, can you check out my house? I'm like, sure, I've never seen any of your houses before. And then it's like this fantastic house. Nice use of big items to help fill up a space without running out of items. Bathroom. So I know this is an hourglass, but it takes my brain a couple of cycles to get there, because the first thing I see is sand, and then the thing I see after it is glass. So I think sand glass or time glass. Hourglass is not a logical thing for my brain to go to with all of my issues. I see this is under construction. That looks good though. I have problems braining. Ooh, that looks good with the lit up section up top. No effects, so those are torch butts. I know, right? It's just also just really clever and good usage of this of items, because first of all, they're using big items, but secondly, they're using a lot of gallery items. And because of that, they have more space than just traditional items to put in here, which is nice. Sort of gives them a little extra room to play with it. But they still have small items, like look, just a little. That's what I call the torch bugs. I call them torch butts. You've just noticed I call them torch butts after all this time. But look, tiny items here. The flowers spelled out. They managed to put 2 of these. This is really good. I've called them torch butts always. I like the lighting. Very good. It's okay, Ola. I'm messing with you. You're fine. I'm amazed you were able to do stuff in all these sections. You crazy person, you. You even have stuff in here. A stable. Aw, and a pony. Pony! Yeah, me too. Ah. And then we've got a simple, gorgeous bedroom. Lovely. Well done, Am. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic job. I'm gonna check to see if there's anything we haven't done. We have not done an antiquarian, and I save antiquarians, so give me a moment. Oh, we didn't do, we'll do Chrysalis tomorrow. Let's go to Eridangle's Sorcerer's Haven. Good job. Thank you for inviting us. Happy to tour any of them in the future too. You're really talented. good idea of colors. You know, you could have really, like, if you didn't know anything about colors, even just have an instinct towards it, you might have completely effed that up because it's so many different colors all at once. But you actually did it in such a way that it looked purposeful and good, and it mixed beautifully. That took some serious talent. So let's turn off the Aerodangle. Oh, shush. Is this you, Aerodin? Aerodin GL, yeah, that's you. I saved you. I saved it because I went to it and I liked it. I wouldn't have saved it as a favorite if I didn't. So we've got, is this a nascent? Nascent? That's a nascent. Shaft rider. Hammy, you have a friend. Thanks for the follow, though. Ooh. Ooh, we've got some effects in here and a reskin. Pleasing. Hello. Oh, good. Yeah, I was checking them out to see if I should bother going to them because, thank you. Because I didn't know if I should because some of them were empty, but I love your guar here. That's adorable. On a feast. What does beef go with? Cook it. My mouth. That's what beef goes with. My mouth. That looks lovely. Look at the combination there. You've got the throne in the midst of the... You've got the throne in the midst of all of this stuff going on. You've got the antiquity. You've also got the fire making the wiggles. And then you've got multiple effects going on. This is really interesting. There's so much here. Oh, you're funny.
Hey, do you want to learn how to say hello in
Look it up. Probably not appropriate for the channel. You may want to look that up. Yeah. Delicious. I did say that, didn't I? How embarrassing. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh, you kill me. Thank you. I do like it. It looks really good. Seriously, you've got a ward up and you've got magic going on, crackling, and it looks good. Kitchen. I like the fact that you covered the walls with a lot of stuff. Like, you didn't just leave them bare. Also, you added a second floor where there isn't one. Nice. All this crafting area, books, magic-y. Now, if I were to take a picture of this, this would go under my magic-y section folder. But you've got... That's one heck of a jacuzzi, man. I see your little blue guy there, too. Makes me... It's so restful. I will go do EU. This is the last one I'm doing over here, okay? Again? Jim Spun. Are you drunk again, Jim Spun? You probably win, too, because I suck. Again, with the phrasing. Beautiful. Nice antiquities. You know, it's funny. A lot of people turn this into an antiquity house, but it doesn't look like it's tied together. It just looks like there's a bunch of antiquities in the house without any rhyme or reason. Yours really go. Wow, a map room. Like a serious map room. Okay, okay. You'll still beat me with it. You're only week off this year. That sucks. Beautiful. Really, really awesome. Let's go around the back though. Gardening. I love the hopes of Rivenspire. These please me greatly. Hey, buddies. Is this the one map that... No, that's the attunement map. See, that's what I like about it, is that it does do the museum aspect, but it does it far more interestingly than otherwise. You know, it's kind of all tied together to purpose rather than just being, you know, here is my thing. Here, let me place the statue next to it. Let me place, you know, another statue next to that. This is actually tied together in a really beautiful way. Like, obviously, you do some sort of worship here, right? It's not just, you know, laying things out without rhyme or reason. There's purpose to it. Ooh, good placement of the head. But again, with the phrasing, somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. That was terrible. That was terrible. Don't listen to me. I'm a horrible, horrible person with horrible, horrible sense of humor. No, it doesn't have to, not everything has to be full. Please don't set the hist on fire. I'm pretty sure that would be something that might get some Argonians pissed. Just saying. The Argonians may not appreciate the hist being on fire. They may want to eat you. They may turn Bosmer on you. Whee! Splat. Okay. I think we're done. Nice job. Let's make sure that Chinspin doesn't eat me with a stick or something and stab me in the eye. So I'm going to head over to EU before I get eated. Green flames are fine. I just am making a joke about the coming close together to the... Brains are hard. Brains are really hard. I don't have money. So still haven't heard from my boss, and the meeting was supposed to start 10 minutes ago, so... Some people say, oh no, thank you for letting me, making it an open house so that I didn't miss out on it. What I did was I favorited the ones that I thought we should explore because there were so many antiquarians, so that's why it took me so long to actually get to your home. So I apologize for that. But a lot of them that I was going to were either empty or had like, you know, 100 items in them, and it didn't seem good. Sorry, hold on. I got a weird message. Making sure my boss didn't call me. Ah! All right. Yes, the builder is indeed on board. Eridan was there for the last home that we did, which, like I said, it was all very tied together with... Gee, should we do Chinspun's house or just make him wait? All right, Chin. Which do you want me to do? One or the other? The little Bosmer or the to split infinity? You pick. You pick. And while we're at it, I'm going to look at the village prison, the Rosy Lion. You pick one, sir. You know, I went on a tour for BMW. No, ETU with a bunch of different. The little Bosmer is a crapper, so that okay. Went on a tour with ETU, which is an NA guild, not a housing guild. It's a. So this is prison. Village prison. 30 items, folks. 30 items. Okay, let's see what. Oh, I don't have a good light. What's in here other than a bed? Oh, they used the witch head. That's clever. Good job. It needs a little bit of light. And the Banekin's in jail? That's funny. And I guess those are the toilets. Those Argonian chimneys are actually toilets. Here. That's funny. I wonder why the cot's here. Yeah, it's a good prison. And, if you'll note, they actually went to the trouble of actually skinning the walls to make them look Breton. That's pretty decent hard work. That's subtle. Subtle right there. Alright. Let me go to the little... You would. I know, right? So, little Bosmer, stay moist. You know, you just have a one-track mind, Hanny, and I make those same jokes on your stream, and you completely ignore that I make those jokes. You're just like, uh-huh, yeah. And then you go back to being, like, straight-laced, and you just ignore my, oh my gosh, this is the crapper? This is crapper? What are you smoking? Nothing you make is crapper, okay? Nothing. I don't even know what it is, and it's gorgeous. So we're in what I consider normally a rather ugly home. Stay moist. Wait, how is it you try not to laugh at yourself? I'm making jokes about you, not really about you. Hobbitish house. Look at these beautiful gardening flowers. Ugh, so nice. And I know it's a fell runner, but it looks like a turkey to me. Apparently so, Del. Apparently so. I make flirty jokes and you completely ignore them. You flirt back with the boys. Sometimes with Del. Sometimes with Q. Never with me. I can take a hint. I can take a hint. Look at these walls. Are they all thrones? Or are they some of them other items? That's really wild. That texture is fantastic. Love this doorway. Oh, you bought the... Oh. These are specific trees that make the most gorgeous flooring. I went on this ancient banyan tree. If you flip it upside down, it has this like glittery coral look to it. I went on this, like, I don't know, I must have flipped over every tree I could find until I figured out which one it was, because I wanted to make a whole floor out of them. They're crown only. But they make this unique flooring that nothing else does. Yeah. And then the walls look like packs. These walls look like packs. I think these are Pax mushrooms. I don't know, dude. I mean, you're just you just like to flirt with the boys, and I make a flirty joke, and you're like, uh-huh, right, Karen. Moving on. Look at that fireplace. I just want to stab myself in the face that you had the nerve to call this bad. If I came up with this, I would be so fucking stoked. I'd be like, this is... And those are all Telvanni tables. Not only that, look at that cabinetry. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Right? If this is the less good one, we're gonna just all stab ourselves in the face repeatedly. It's gorgeous. I mean, the I'll get the forks. Nothing else has the curves that Telvanni furnishings have. The natural curves. I mean, they're branches, but they're curved branches, right? Yeah. The textures are just... I bet you initially wanted to do the whole thing with the chairs and realized you couldn't do it. Because you didn't have enough slots. And that's a sin, because they look fantastic. But at least you did a portion of them like that. Oh, wow. Look at those. Look at those. Lamps. I can't even. It's beautiful. I see. On the outside of the Pax mushrooms, you put peach flowers. I can't get over there to look at them. Peach flowers. To give it that peach highlighting, almost like backlighting. And then the red roof. Scandinavian growing roof type dealies. You even put little touches here. It's beautiful. I would be so super, super stupid proud that I made this, if I made this. So congratulations, it's a work of art. They all are, but this one is beautiful. Good job. No, it doesn't look like furniture. It looks like... I can't explain it. Wood. Let's go to Anthane's exercise. Believe it or not, we have not done an exercise yet. So yesterday I was having a little bit of an anxiety attack because of work today, and then work today didn't happen. I mean, by this time I should just accept that it's not and stop worrying about it. But I always do. My husband's like, do you have a reason that you're worried about it? I'm like, no. He's like, are you up to date with your work? I'm like, of course I am. I'm ahead with my work. And he's like, so... I'm like, this is just how I am. This only had 32 items, so we're moving on. This is who I am. I have anxiety. Tammy can help with the anxiety, but he doesn't. He can give me some of his good stuff. Honestly, I wish that, also not half full. I wish that that weed was legal. No, that's true, Evil. That's true. Also less than half. I wish that it would be legal in Wisconsin for weed because I think it might help me. I mean, we have some energy, but that doesn't mean that we're smart. Deviant. And what is with? Okay, this one's over. This one's over 200. Yay! We can actually look at this. Cow be fast. Jack o' lantern. A Halloweeny look. We're gonna get so sick of Halloween. That well has some issues. You probably were. Did I hold you up by with a gun or with a peeler? I mean, honestly, I would move at this point if it wasn't for my husband's family. The cold is really hard on me. My pain, it has gotten so much worse that the change of seasons is brutal on my arthritis, and you know, so I'm in a lot of physical pain by living here. But also, you know, there's no legalized weed, and legalized weed would help. And I won't break the law because I'm a lawyer, and that would be breaking my oath. And believe it or not, I actually believe in my oath. And I don't want to ever risk my license. So, I know, I'm jealous. I mean, I want it for my pain. I lived in California for 13 years. I didn't light up once because my pain wasn't, well, actually it was kind of, but I was such a wuss. My pain wasn't to the level that it is now. It has gotten worse. It has definitely gotten worse. And I need something other than taking Vicodin. I would love to not take Vicodin every day. Which I don't. I take it only when it's really, really bad. This is a really cool witch house. Look at these kitchens and everything like looking very lived in, but yet having witchy aspects like spider webs and this thing in the middle. Being mugged is horrible. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to light up. My lungs are too precious for me. I would do edibles. I take CBD gummies, but they don't do shit. I would probably have to do, like, brownies or some other type deal. I would not smoke up. It's just not. I don't want to risk my lungs. Don't have any problem with people smoking up, other than the fact that it smells bad. What's up in the cage? The problem that I have is just, for me, I don't want to ruin my, yeah. I mean, I lived in Los Angeles. I don't know who's in the cage. Yeah, it doesn't work for me either. Sucks. Those are all huge. Let's do Rick Marul's Gardener. We will do another big one, but maybe we'll save it for last. CBD oil, CBD gummies, CBD drops, CBD. I still do the gummies, but what it does is it doesn't help with the pain at all. It takes the edge off the anxiety, though. Honestly, Chinspun, I couldn't even imagine how terrifying that would be. I know some people who got held up that it changed their lives. Like, they ended up having a slow and painful meltdown to the point where they became homeless after that event. They were also beaten. They were mugged and beaten. This could use a light in here, Wreckmarole, just to be able to see what's going on. Maybe put a candle on the end. So you truly have my sympathy for that. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, even my worst enemy, and that's the truth, because that's horrible. And I'm sorry. It's just my brain was on the pain thought, like, what can I do about my pain? So I got a little sidetracked, so I apologize. Moon sugar for glossy fur? Yes! I love it. There's nothing weird. I did take, I actually picked up boxing. And boxing is great. It's actually a lot of fun too. But my arthritis was so bad that even with the gloves, I couldn't do it. I had to quit. And that was a shame because it felt good. It was a good, plus I needed more help than the trainers could give me because of my disabilities. So I kind of felt like I was a burden and I quit. But look at the doors. Somebody added doors here for this basement. This does not normally have a basement. Look at the Solitude Gate being used for doors. Isn't that awesome? I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay too. Ooh, pathing. Creepy pathing. But boxing, honestly, if you're healthy, guys, or even healthy enough that you could use your hands like that, boxing is so awesome. It feels great. I would highly recommend it. I'm not sure what's going on in here, but it looks evil. Hey, nobody said that we have to only talk about houses, Jen. We're friends. We're allowed to talk about things that we feel. That's what friends are doing. And that's okay. We can always talk about other things. I intersperse housing, don't worry. I throw the housing in. I like how the rags lead you to where you need to go. And even if you didn't pay attention to that, there's also the Spidey. You didn't put anything on the head. You have to put something on the head to make it look stupid. I don't... Maybe put a spider on the head. That'd be funny. I don't know. Like, for me, I felt powerful because I had never known how to throw a punch before. You know, I'd always, like, done what everybody else does when you think you make a fist for the first time and you put your thumb and, like, either inside and fuck it up or whatever, you know? It's like you just don't know anything, and then once you learn, it can feel really, really good to you know, learn the different types of punches and all that. It's really satisfying. But I couldn't do it. This is neat. Botany, I'm guessing? I never followed it, honestly. I didn't follow it at all. I just tried to learn how to do it. I was not, never been into the sport of it, watching it, but I did try to do it. Did they create an attic, or is that just looks like an attic? That's cool. Look at the lighting they did. Now, I've said this a bunch of times, and I really mean it about housing. If you want to draw your attention, someone's attention to something, you have to light it. So if this is a subtle little detail that you don't think that anyone's going to notice, that you actually made a beautiful attic that's so cool. Excuse me, I have to ban that person. you gotta light it up. And so that's this subtle lighting, beautiful. And the fact that it doesn't just, the lighting doesn't just stay static, it's kind of flashing a little bit. It catches your eye. So when you're walking and you see this like flutter of light, it makes you look up. So this is a really slick trick to remember for your own work. If you have something subtle and you're afraid nobody's gonna see it, put some light on it that moves. Let me tell you. I'm guessing it's a top table. It won't let me. No, it's set too far in. I can't even select it. I'm guessing it's a table. It's like an elsewhere table or something. I can't tell you for sure. Neat though. And then you've got a beholder. Beholding. Ooh, I hate you. Gibbs to me. Gibbs to me your Volendrong. So, I think I told this story before. I don't care. I'm going to tell it again. I was playing Morrowind, and there's this one point where you go and you find the last dwarf ever still alive. And in a chest next to him, he has Volendrung. So I open up the chest and I see Volendrung in it, and I just lose my shit. I'm like, oh my god, I finally have Volendrung! And my husband's like, what the fuck are you even going on about? Of course, it doesn't do the same thing that Volendrung does in this game, but it was fun. This is beautiful. Good job, Rock'n'Roll, with lots of clever ideas in it. All right, let's do. Me in WoW, I played a healer. Believe it or not, I was a human healer. I used to be able to, like 10 years ago. I used to be able to do decent. Let's do Glaciana's Priest of Hersine. I used to be able to do decent healing. I was actually first healer in a raids back 10 years ago plus. But then my arthritis got so bad that I couldn't keep up. And I ended up having to give up WoW altogether because I couldn't keep up with any. There was a period right about the time that that's terrifying. Right about the time that the pandas came in, where the only thing there was to do was to do things that required a lot of handwork, you know, as opposed. And so this is terrifying and good. I ended up quitting over that because I just couldn't keep up anymore, and it sucked. And then I talked to my ex-husband, and he said, why don't you play Elder Scrolls? It started out sucky, but Elder Scrolls Online. He's like, it started out really sucky, but I've heard some really good things about it, and I know you liked Oblivion and all that. So my ex-husband actually pointed me towards this game when I quit WoW. And that's when I started here. Oh, this is definitely someone showing off their creations in a good way. I wonder if you could hide the dream shards within and have the same kind of glow. I don't know. I would assume so. I'm not sure. Are you selling or collecting, Phaedra? WoW is just too hard for me, and I miss it. I mean, I miss aspects of it. But I left it to my husband, my ex-husband. I told him, you know, WoW is yours now, because we used to play together. And I gave it all. I just said, you know what, these people, this life, these guilds, this everything, this is all yours now. You can keep it. Oh, that's clever too. Nice use of the pole. Now, the reason I did that was kind of manifold, but one being the guy I dated after my husband and I split was on WoW, and he died. And I just got, I couldn't, you know, it was his guild that we were in, and it was just, how could I just didn't want to be there anymore. Between not being able to keep up and my ex-boyfriend dying. That sucked. I'm remarried, but I was married once before this, and that guy is still my good friend. And when we split up, I did date someone else. Well, so did he. I mean, he's remarried. I'm remarried. There were no hard feelings. It was just one of those kinds of things where after 9 years of marriage, we realized that it just wasn't gonna work anymore. Look at that clever usage of dream shards. Oh, honey, sorry, Gramington. I know you're full of it because you're my bud. Gramington is a streamer, folks, who does a lot of really hard games. So I think they're messing with us. And I think they might be a little high. Ah, I did the wrong thing. Remington is good to follow. Give him a follow. He plays some really tough games. He's one of those players who wouldn't have left WoW because it got too hard for him like me. I'm a big old baby. Oh, he's just playing. Don't feel bad, Ula. Don't feel bad. He's just playing around. Gramington, because Ula thought he was serious when he said, "Are you playing World of Warcraft?" She didn't know he's a streamer and he's being silly. He's also fairly cute, so if you guys are looking for guys, I don't know if he's single or not, but he's pretty cute. Just being straight with you. Just being honest. I'm just being honest. Oh, well. What is this? I'm seeing something hidden up there, but I don't know. Is this parkour? There's some sort of connection here that I'm not going to be able to do. He does from time to time. Usually, he's given me a raid or so. He's one of Sonia Plays' friends. And that's how I got to know him, is from Sonia Plays. She's another streamer. This is not going to happen. I appreciate it for what it is, but this is just not going to happen. Chin spun. I thought you were serious. I'm such a dumbass. Alright, one last. So everyone, exclamation point, potato, not tomato, potato, for pcna or pceu, and I'm sorry I have no words. My words are gone. And let's look at Turkel's Strident, maybe. You are a goblin troll. What are you goblin? I'm actually caught up on all of the indexing. So everything should be now caught up. Jessetron. Gold is allowed. Don't be oops. You can enter. So we have another cave. People going all the cave route here. I'm not complaining. It's just interesting. Oh, wow. You wish. I don't have 15,000 crowns. I don't even know how many. I have 6,000 crowns. But no, you're not getting them. I use them to give people birthday presents and happy day stuff and cheer up. Things aren't so bad. Oh, wow. Those are some cool doorways. Good job, Tarkel. This is entirely reskinned, obviously, because this is Strident. It is. That's a lot of sky shards, but this is Strident, guys. Some EHT. Oh, that's lovely. Wow. This is beautiful. It's so much nicer than the actual house, you know? You know about it. Everybody who watches me for a little bit knows I hate Strident Space House. So this is a vast improvement. Oh, your painting slid down, hun. You're gonna want to mush that up. But that is a great stove. Maybe he thought you'd like it. There's a recipe in the cookbook. Oh, a dress. There's a recipe in the wow, not the wow. Listen, now I got wow on the brain. In the cookbook for ESO cookbook or Elder Scrolls cookbook. It's like beef tip stew or something like that. So I gave my husband the recipe and told him I want to eat it. So he says he's gonna make it. So I'm looking forward to that. He's the better chef between the two of us. Much better at following directions, I'd say. I'm really bad at that. My mother raised me to not be good at that. Because she's always just doing it, winging it, you know? I can't figure out. There was a hole. I don't know if I'm supposed to go through this one here. It looks like you can go in the house, but I don't know if I should. Oh, these are just portals. Okay. That's funny. All right, everybody, I'm gonna call it. So exclamation point, potato, last chance. PCNA, PCEU. All right. And then I shall do the thing. We're going to pick the winner. And the winner is... Kazra. I need to know whether you're a PCNA, PCEU, and if that's your name in the game. You must tells me. I needs to know. Alright. Blah. Hemi, why'd you stop streaming? You don't do that. I will follow up with Kadstra. If anyone knows whether they're PCNA or PCEU, can you let me know? I don't want to, Well, you're gonna go to bed? Alright. I'm gonna drop you off with Nara again. She's a good friend. And she's playing ESO. So, I will see you all later, including you, Ham. Get some rest. Talk to you later. Have a good one.